Hello, everyone. Arlie's here.
Hey everyone, it's Naj, and we're here with season three, episode six of All American Homecoming. What is your rating for this episode?
I'll give it like an 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10,
Yeah.
8.5 out of 10.
Yeah, I'd give like a good eight or like a 8.5 or something like that. I feel like these episodes have been so good. Like they're
Yeah.
finally I feel like episode one of the season, you really felt like Damon was really missing and obviously he was needed. For some
Yeah.
reason I'm surprised that they're making it work with him not being in here and
Yeah.
how they're like using everybody's like character, like I said last week, of how they're like utilizing every character in the show. So it was actually intriguing and shocking to actually see Nate she continuously having a storyline besides just the president stuff. And even though it is kind of following the president stuff, it's still advancing with us finally seeing more about like her past, some of her family
Yeah.
members, because we haven't really seen like any of like what happened with we have we even ever like saw her family or anything like that?
No, we
No,
never
right?
seen any like past things. We never seen any
No.
flashbacks, nothing like,
Yes.
yeah.
So it's not even a shocker. Like I was shocked to even like see her like cousin or whatever. But
Yeah.
it was that and then like the continuation of like JR and Keisha, that's so interesting. It's interesting to me. Like bro, I'm I'm interested.
Yeah.
And then like obviously with Simone and the cancer storyline. I know that's very I don't like that we have it, but we gotta make with what's due, sadly. But yeah,
Yeah.
it was a solid episode, and at least they're utilizing every character, and every character is used except for Cam. Cam was not present
Nope.
this episode, so yes. Who do you want to start with first?
I feel like we can start with Nate.
Okay.
Yeah.
Honestly, what is your opinions about the whole situation? Because I feel like I understand where Nate's coming from completely because like you obviously made a whole offensive post pertaining to like like who I am as a person, and
Yeah.
even though you didn't understand the significance of it, it was significant to me because that was during the time where I was transitioning and finding out who I am. And then not only do you come here and kind of like acting like it was because I'm a kid, I didn't know better thing when you were like literally 18, but
Yeah.
then to find out later on that you're also contributing to the person that I'm trying to find help for is crazy. And then, but then I also understand not, I don't understand the cousin. It's a cousin, right? Yeah, the cousin, right?
Yeah.
I understand the cousin with the one line of the like, you can't expect everything from somebody or you're going to continue to get disappointment. That's the only thing I agree with because I feel like that line made sense as to why Nate was so offensive to Amara a few episodes ago
Yeah.
when Amara was, when she got mad at Amara for not being able to effectively, fix things immediately, even though she's now at a higher place than what she was at Bringston. But that I was like, okay, that makes sense because Nate has she has so much faith in people to them to do the right thing that she still has this naive like motion of like people will do the right thing when needed to, or things will happen this way if it's destined. And that's not always the case. It's not always going to be like this certain like everything's black and white. Sometimes it's going to be
Yeah.
gray, like the lady says, always going to sometimes be a gray area that she's not going to like. And if you expect everything to be black and white, then you're going to be accepting disappointment very frequently. And I like that that was touched because she had the situation with Amara that happened. This had the situation with Simone that's happening right now with the cancer stuff. Which let's be real, Nate is right because Simone's be fucking
Yeah.
for real here.
Yeah. I
Let's
got a
be
lot to
fucking
say
for real.
about that
I
one.
got
Then
a
we
lot
get
of
to that. Yeah.
I can't wait to hear it because man, you might be taking away from my mouth because I was like Simone. But like and then obviously with her cousin, you see that Nate has three incidences back to back where she's like thinking that everything's going to be what she thinks and what she imagines, and that's not always going to be the case. Now, I hope the cousin do something because let's be honest here, there's hella evidence confirming that that guy you're going to be defending
Yeah.
is trash. Hopefully she does something. Hopefully she does. This is a show. Everything is always fairy tales and dandelions on All American Homecoming Universe. So hopefully she does something where she sabotages the case or something. Like I hope go ahead and sabotage. Like I think like I just I don't think like I mean I don't know, but I don't think they're going to try to like I mean, maybe they'll have Nate understand her cousin, and then like it'll be fine. And then
Yeah.
if and then had to let the case happen naturally. But will we even see the case? Like we didn't even see
Probably
Patient's
not.
case,
No,
so we're
nah.
we're gonna get them walking out the damn courthouse with like either they won or they lost,
Yeah.
and then Nate's gonna be like, even though I don't like what you did, I still. I understand what you said. And I'm gonna be like, no, stick beside what you said. Because yeah, there can be some gray areas, but we don't fuck with the gray area right now. Like your cousin, she's a op. Your cousin is up to no good. Your cousin
See,
came
I don't
here.
think I don't look. I look. I get where Nate is coming from, but her cousin is right though. Like she works for a firm, like a law firm. Probably she really doesn't have a say in what
Yeah,
case she
isn't
takes.
it like
So
isn't it?
like
It's not really like it's like something that was assigned to her or something like
yeah, so
she
you
couldn't
can't really,
change it.
yeah, you can't really like, especially I'm guessing she's just now starting out. You can't really say yes, you can't really say no to those. Like you gotta to build up your own, status in, in that world. You gotta like take whatever case is given to you. You can't
Mhm.
but pick. I get if like it's somebody that like murdered somebody and all that stuff. You really don't
Yeah.
want to deal with that. But you really can't say now if she was a big person and she'd been doing this for 20 years then you could really blame her because she chose to take the case. She could have easily have passed it and it wouldn't have affected her at all. But I really think that since she's just now starting, hey, it's like whatever your boss tells you to do, you kind of gotta like suck it up and do it, no matter if you think it's right or wrong. But I think she definitely was wrong when she put that Facebook post up or whatever. No matter the age, it really was wrong. She should have known, like, hey, like this could affect people. Like, you know, if you think that, keep it to yourself. Like, don't like, like that's like, she was really wrong in that situation. I guess she
Mhm.
was young, but you gotta be
Yeah, it
smarter than
doesn't.
that. You
It
gotta
doesn't.
be
It doesn't.
smarter than that. Like,
Yeah,
it's yeah,
like if we're going to apply the logic of like when people get exposed, like the celebrities that get exposed at
yeah,
18 for
all
being
the time.
racist, then
Yeah,
we should be able to apply
yeah,
that same energy to this lady. Because girl, there's no way. Like when I was like, there was like a whole like honestly back then. It was so common for people to say like, "Oh, you're gay," or they'll like use
yeah,
homo like sexual like jokes as like a get you thing. So
yeah,
I guess they're relating it to like how people acted during that time. But girl, you're 18. Like you're not in middle school, you're not in
yeah.
elementary school. Like no, sis. And then you found a post relating to this scenario. Like, and then you didn't even delete it or like because Nate still pulled that shit up. Like,
Yeah, that's
girl,
crazy.
there's no way. But maybe she got like 80,000 posts on Instagram. Once again, I haven't used my private Instagram in like years. Like
Yeah,
that could maybe been like a good 7 years. So
I
like
haven't
I don't know.
posted or anything in like
I
2 years. It's been a while.
it's no like Instagram is not even it's kind of dead. But yeah, I just think that like in that scenario she's wrong. And even the case of like the lawyer stuff, like once again, Nate can't dictate how like who she's assigned to. And I feel like law as a lawyer or like even understanding a lawyer point of view, you're not always going to get a case that you're satisfied with.
Yeah,
You're not going to always get a case that is what you think of or what you actually agree with. You're going to find some people that are murderers, that are
yeah,
like people who are that done worse things in the world, and you may have to defend them because they hired you. And
yeah,
you can't just say, well, I have to do this, I have to use my guns, because sometimes that's how you'll get out of work. And that's just the fucked up part about it.
yeah,
But I don't know how it's gonna work. I kind of hope that she ends up turning a new leaf, and her and Nate maybe bond, because Nate was so happy to have her back in her life when they were like about to have the dinner thing before Nate found
yeah.
out that she was an op. But that girl moves so snaky that I don't even know. Like two incidences where you're just unserious and you didn't even see the significance of it,
Yeah,
and then you tried to like use it into like a, well, I got you moment because everybody's fucked up. We're not all we know.
yeah,
So yeah. We want to do it next between Simone. I feel like you got a lot to say about Simone. So you want to save her last?
yeah. We can save it for last. Yeah,
Okay. Next is JR, Keisha, and Gabby. Since Cam is on an internship, I heard, or he's somewhere.
yeah.
So Cam, obviously, we're just going to say this quick and in and out. Cam has been avoiding Keisha clearly
I
because he
love
found out
it.
about.
Love it.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean, let's keep that same energy.
yeah,
And he's been avoiding her. He's been giving her dry messages. It's given how 10 minutes long messages were at episode
yeah,
two. The
yeah.
dry one word in. So, but what is your opinions on it? What is your opinions on JR and Keisha?
I mean, look, I don't know. It's just I really like JR and Gabby. I mean, I really like them. And I think this episode really made me like them more. So I don't want Keisha to mess it up, honestly. Like I feel like Keisha and JR, yo, it could low key be like a sleeper
Yeah,
ship. Like
okay,
it
okay,
could be
okay, okay.
amazing.
Hold on.
Maybe. I don't feel it, but like,
Yeah,
yo,
okay.
it might hit me. Like they might start to get together and I might be like, damn, this is the
Yeah.
best ship All American Homecoming's ever made.
Come on, you giving best ships to anybody. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this right now. I thought I was gonna hate this storyline before the show started. I mean, before the season started, and actually, I think this is perfectly well done. Um, and why is that? It's not just like a love triangle. It's not like it's kind of like a thing where we're slowly starting to see one party develop feelings for another person. So
Yeah.
like this whole like, okay, well, before this episode, you could have probably said this Keisha crushing on JR. It doesn't make fucking sense. It came out of nowhere and stuff like that. This is not a slow burn because obviously we this is not a slow burn. This is
Yeah.
not a flash burn. This is a friends to lovers potential thing if that is what they're going to go with. They became friends over the 1 year thing. We obviously can't see it, but we're seeing the effects of it this when the season starts. And at first, I was like, "Bro, what is this weird energy? Like, we only saw them interact for one episode. It's already heavy, heavy flirtiness." But these last 2 or 3 episodes, we were starting to see like why like Keisha is developing feelings for JR. I don't think JR. I mean, I think JR has undertoned feelings that he might not know because he is obviously he's interacting with her as a friend. Like everything that they're doing for each other is a friend, but it is romantic undertones, and you start to see more over the episodes that it's mostly they probably got like a good like mutual attraction, but I feel like Keisha's attraction towards him and feeling towards him is probably higher compared to his right now
Yeah.
because right now when like there's moments where like Cam and Keisha somehow it's always a disconnect between them and like there's always moments where like she may need him to act a certain way and he never acts whether she wants. But JR always acts the certain way that she wants to where she always feels like she can tell JR everything, which is why she opens up to JR more than she opens up to Cam. And this episode would have been a crucial moment for her and him, I mean her and Cam to talk and for him to understand her or be there for her or get some insight about her mom because in reality, I don't think we ever got confirmed that her mom died from cancer. We
They
knew her mom
said, I think
they
they
said
said
they
it in the episode. They said it in the episode that
yeah, in
her
this
mom that
episode.
yeah.
But what about season one? 'Cause I know season one that
I
she
feel like they
died.
probably did, but they just said like she died and all that stuff.
Yeah, like
In
it was never
season one, I
specific.
think they might have because I know her and her dad had a lot of conversations in season one.
Hmm.
I can't fully remember though.
Yeah, I can't remember if they fully talked about what she died from, but I remember her mom obviously dying in the episode and how like it was
Yeah,
the spaghetti situation. So I know why it's significant for her. But I don't think we ever had an episode where she talked to Kim about this or whatever. I didn't even know JR knew that. I mean, like I just feel like you really start to see how close her and JR is to where he was
yeah,
able to clock that this situation with Simone is triggering because one, her mom had cancer, and two, um, they were like, "Oh well, your mom is perfectly okay," and then 6 months later, she died.
yeah,
So in this case, this is Keisha having another moment where she's like, "Oh my God, I could lose somebody that I love," and they're not treating this cancer situation as they should. They're kind of treating it like this can go away in like 1 week, and that's not realistic. Uh, so to see like JR be there for her and give her words, and not only was he worrying about Simone, because obviously he's a friend of Simone, but he's
yeah,
also worrying about Keisha's well-being. He's saying the right things that Keisha wants to hear, and he's there when Cam is not. They're building up this thing to where it could either be two things. They could end up happening, or she could end up realizing that her and Cam can work, but JR is probably not going to leave Gabby for her. Like
yeah.
it could be one of those two things, and it's so
That would be
complex to
crazy.
where yeah,
Oh,
it can be a complex thing. Both of those things are very interesting, and I low key don't know if I really want them like to fully date because I don't. I mean, I love Gabby. I mean, I don't really care about her and JR relationship that much. Where I'm like, okay, I'm going to be sad or not.
yeah,
How I feel about them is how I felt about like Simone and Jordan. I was like, I don't really care about it. If it happens, right? So I kind of want to see where it happens, but I wouldn't mind if like it leads to her realizing that she doesn't feel that way about Cam anymore. But JR is like, listen, I like you too, but I don't want to leave what I have with Gabby just for a inkling of feelings.
yeah,
So it could be either or. And I wouldn't mind it. Like even like with JR, he was literally like full on dedicated to like trying to get Gabby back because she might be
yeah.
out of here. Like low key, she might be the fuck up out of here. And
Yeah, that's
he's like
true.
he's trying to like like pull his game up, and Keisha helps, and he's like, "Thank you, Keisha. Like, I appreciate you." He's over here with his girl kissing on her. You just see Keisha in the back, just
Yo,
like
that was so weird. I was like, oh shoot, like,
that look, because like at first I was like, oh, she probably gone. She's gonna be on the phone with somewhere.
yeah.
And then it zoomed back to her just standing there.
I'm like, wait, what the hell you
I was like, what the
doing?
fuck? I was like, oh, she really feeling them
Yeah,
down, or
that's what
maybe
I
she
was
just.
thinking. That's what I was thinking. But she looked at her phone, I think, and then she text Kim or something like that. But
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, that was like, it caught me off guard. I was like, oh shoot, is she feeling like having feelings? Like she wishes that was her? Like,
Yeah, yeah. I feel like it may be even more than just like, oh, she likes JR. I feel like it has a deeper meaning as to like how JR is always there for her when Cam isn't.
Yeah.
And it's not in a way of like, oh well, Cam is a bad boyfriend. That's not what we're saying. We're saying that like for some reason, what she wants from Cam, she can never get.
Yeah.
Like the moment where like she tried to have that little pinky kiss, whatever, with Cam, and Cam said he not about that pinky promise shit.
Yeah.
The dance scenario where he automatically didn't listen to what she wanted. He started to give her options. Like there's always been moments where her and Cam never really like understood each other because I just feel like they never really bonded in a fun way. Like automatically when they started dating, they were already like having benefits. So it was, or like they're already like kind of like not together, but they weren't friends. They were just like
Yeah.
feeling each other. So like they automatically went from that to like a relationship. They didn't have a friend stage where they got to know each other. So I feel like over these 2 years, they're still learning about each other on a besides a romantic level. And JR, he knows her as a friend. So he's
Yeah.
giving her something that Cam isn't giving her, I guess. So she probably just not like, oh shit, I got feelings for JR. She's probably like, oh my God, like I wish I had what they had. Like I wish I had a man like JR. So I don't know. Like, how do you feel about like the Gabby thing? Like, do you think that like Jr. Like, how do you feel? Like, do you think Jr. like likes Keisha or whatever? Or who do you think feeling each other first or more?
I think JR may have some feelings for Keisha, but I don't think he's even noticing them. I think he's just really in, like, I don't want to say love with Gabby, but I think he really just likes her a lot, and really he's weird, just like not even noticing. I think he's just really just into Gabby, and I think at some point he might realize, yo, I'm kind of feeling Keisha. Like, yo, let's go there. Like,
Yeah.
but because I'm really worried that Gabby might leave, even though with her job thing, the internship, whatever she got, is in Atlanta, so
It's
she.
still in the city. It's
Yeah,
still
it's
in the
still in
city. Okay.
Atlanta. It's just she wouldn't be probably on campus as much.
Oh,
So
a long
that could,
distance. You know,
yeah,
all
so
American don't do long distances. You
yeah,
know that.
so it could cause some problems and may cause JR to be like, yo, my girl ain't here. Like, I'm
Right, right.
lonely.
I'm
I'm
about to wild
lonely,
out.
yo.
I'm about to wild out. About to crash out. Get a new girl. Make Keisha
Yeah,
kids
and
by accident. Cause
yeah,
like JR, he gets hopeless romantic, I feel. So like him dressing like fucking Prince Eric from Little
I like
Mermaid,
that.
just
I
to
like
flex.
that.
Yeah, like you show he's like he can like he showed that he's not afraid to get into
Yeah.
his little like Prince bag. But I feel like with Cam can get into that bag, but he doesn't get into it the way I guess the way that Keisha wants it to.
Yeah.
And like he's probably like, damn, I wish my man gave me
I
a
guess
fancy
he
date.
Cam would do it, but it would take a lot of pull from Keisha to, like, to really get him into it. And I
Mhm.
think JR, he would be down for anything,
Yeah,
honestly. I
yeah.
think he would just jump it. He'd probably be the one to be like, yo, why don't I just do this and all that.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
but I love Cam though. I love Cam but
Yeah,
I still
I just
think
feel like,
Cam's come a long way since All
oh
American.
yeah,
Like,
oh yes. If he would
so
have,
I love his growth.
if he would have saw this shit like an All American girl, I don't know what he gonna do, but it won't be cute. I know he probably gonna make an Instagram
Yeah.
post calling somebody a thigh. Like
Yeah.
I know he don't care. Like he would have been in his very much I'm a trash woman bag. I just know he would,
Yeah.
and I would have been like, all right, you doing too much, bro. No shade. But I just feel like, and the thing is like it's trying to like, with Keisha, the situation is kind of fucked up. 'Cause I'm like, bro, I really can't be mad at her. I can't be mad at JR either. But then I'm like, Keisha, don't act like you're not a fucking saint because you pissed me off last season with the fucking yelling. Like that's what gets me. It's like she
Yeah.
used to yell at Cam so much last season. Last season, that should be like, is he
Not
your child
even
or
this
is
season, I did not like she was like he's just trying to help her and she really just taking it for granted.
she
Like,
said she wants JR. She wants that JR-ness. She wants that JR energy. If there's another man on campus that had that same JR finesse, she would not. She wouldn't care. I just think that JR is giving her what she always imagined a good man would. But I'm not saying like it's not that Cam isn't a good man. I just feel like Cam, I don't know. He's so hood that he doesn't have. I don't know. Like I don't know. Like
he doesn't have that super soft side. He
yeah,
doesn't
he
have
doesn't have
that
that
super
super
soft
soft
side.
side.
So
More of
like
like a he's more of like
a
a
tough
guy that
guy,
just
just
like
tough
yeah,
guy.
tough guy.
Just
And it's rare for you to really get the like kind of like femininity out of him
yeah.
without like having to like talk to him about it. And I feel like Cam himself probably haven't never had like a serious relationship this long to
Yeah.
where you could be like, oh well, he understands this. Like JR definitely has some experience with relationships, so he probably knows like what women wants. He clearly has several women friends. Um, and he's not afraid to dabble into understanding women in a more sensual level. So like I just feel like Kim, you need to talk to somebody and get your girl back because you about to lose her. Like honestly, it's not even just that she might lose, like he might lose her to JR. It's that he's already losing her like regular wise because there is a moment where women, not all women, but there was a moment when some women will check out a relationship before they actually realize it.
Yeah.
And I think she's already checking out before she
But I
actually
mean,
realizes
she's worried
herself.
though right now. She's worried
Yeah, she's
because
worried.
he's not texting her and all that stuff.
She's
So
worried now, but when she's with JR, she's mostly checking out.
yeah,
And she puts her like emotions into JR than Kim. So
yeah.
I'm excited to see the mess because girl, Gabby
It's
either
definitely gonna
leaving
be
or staying.
messy. It's definitely gonna be messy.
Who
Uh,
y'all rooting for? Let us know in the comments.
Dia, let's
Ooh,
go.
they're not even in a love triangle. You just made that shit up. Okay, so lastly, Simone, I'm gonna leave the floor for you. Go ahead.
Simone is an idiot. Yo, what are you doing? What are you like? Yo, like, look, I get her wanting to keep playing tennis. If it was me with basketball, like I'd be destroyed. But yo, like,
Not just saying she an idiot, but then you'll do the same thing. Like,
no, I wouldn't do the same thing. I would be super upset. It would be the worst thing ever. But I would like be like, yo, this is not smart. Let me tell my coach like what's going on. Let me take the right precautions to make sure my body is good because tennis is going to be taking a lot of out of her body. Like she already her the coach said her times were down from last time when she did that
mm,
little test. So like it's gonna get worse and she's gonna have to have surgery. So how is she gonna play that off? Like it's just even Thea was like, yo, this not smart. Thea had to like really lie, which and Thea did not want to lie to her coach just so she could make sure that the coach never found out about Simone. So I just think that it's not really smart health wise for Simone. Like I get her not wanting to give up tennis, which she doesn't have to give it up. Just for the season, she can redshirt and she'll still be eligible to play for two more seasons. So I don't I in the long run, yeah, the short term, like you're gonna have to miss a season. Like a lot of players go through that. They get hurt and all that. So it's like it's nothing new. You just gotta like try and get your body back to 100% after the surgery, all that stuff. Like you trying to play and navigate all this stuff, taking these shots and all that, like it's gonna catch up to you. Your body cannot handle all that. She gotta do radiation. Like it's there's no way it's gonna be good for her body. And I think coach is definitely gonna find out. I think she's gonna have a bunch of struggles and I think it's gonna be bad. And I think it's gonna get Thea in trouble too, with the coach, and it's gonna be not good. I like Nate being the only one to tell her, like, yo, you're an idiot.
we fuck
Like,
around,
yeah,
yeah.
like come on now.
Because everybody was against it, and then by the end of the episode, everybody went through some like experience where they're like, okay, I understand. Like even JR having the same situation happen to him literally 2 episodes ago gives him the advice that gives her the advice that Gabby dance and give you.
Yeah.
Like, why would you give her that? And then like I really do appreciate Lando talking to Simone, yes.
Yeah.
And I also appreciate Lando talking to Nate, which we didn't really talk about, but like, it really showed that they're integrating him now into the friend group. Side
Yeah.
tangent. But everybody's suddenly talking about Shem. She's like Superwoman. She can handle all this. No, you cannot.
Nobody's thinking about the downside though.
Yeah, nobody's
It
thinking
could put
about
her in
it.
a worse situation. Like
Exactly. Like too many people, let's be honest, so many people have done some illegal shit on in this tennis court and they're still on it. Like with Theo with these damn shots that never were brought up again,
yeah.
that nobody saw that she automatically back to swinging that shit. It was crazy. And the fact that like Simone is now making everybody a liability. Like
Yeah.
if they realize, like you imagine if the school has another fucking scandal, which they have had a lot of them, to
Yeah.
where it's a scandal that's out that's like, oh well, the school was making a cancer student play tennis. Like, whoa. You
Yeah, that
imagine
was
what happened to the coach? They already
yeah.
taking away funding from the school and funding from some of these sports teams. They literally took away baseball. Yeah, baseball. And you're playing games. You have an extra year. You're a junior.
Yeah.
Is she not a junior?
She's a
No.
sophomore
Well,
or junior.
she's
Sophomore
she's
or junior.
well. Okay, hold on. So she's a junior because we didn't get the
Oh yeah,
additional
she's a
extra
junior.
months.
She's a junior. So
Yeah,
she
she's a
can
junior.
register
So
her junior year and have that when she comes back. She'll still be a junior and she'll be able to play senior year. So she's not losing anything.
yeah, exactly. Like, yes, like even though you may only get 3 years out of the 4 years of being a tennis student tennis, yeah, on campus, you can even say an extra year if you want to. unless you got financial aid. But it's making it seem like she's struggling.
Yeah.
It's making it seem like she's struggling because she said something about financial aid paying for the cancer stuff. So that
Yeah.
depends financially. But like you have an extra year. I understand if it was like Thea who's about to graduate or some shit like that, or anybody else as a senior, you have another 2 semesters to do this.
Yeah.
And for her to, for her to be like tennis is all, it's either tennis or nothing. Like what?
I
And
get
then
it. Like I get it.
I get it.
Sports is important to for every like people that play sports. Nobody wants to lose the sport that they love or anything like that. But you're not losing. You're losing it for a season, but you're
Mhm.
not losing that time. Like you're gonna be able to come back and still be a junior playing. Like that's the thing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, and then it's just like, and then it's her taking on the stress of like her thinking that everything's going to happen in 1 week. You could reschedule it was called the A appointment. You could
Yeah.
reschedule appointment, Simone. There's no way that she was like, oh my God, what can I do? Maybe reschedule the appointment.
Yeah.
You everything's not going to work, and then everything did work miraculously because it's a show's going to work out. And she's like, oh well, guess what? It's not going to start now. It's going to start in like a couple weeks, so I got enough time to lie and finesse. Simone, you just had a dream, a sad ass dream about like
Yeah,
you,
that was
like
dark.
like yeah, it was a dark ass dream in the beginning where you thought that like you were actually going to have to do chemo, which we found out that you don't. And they were able to find it in stage 1, like we said. So you have dodged some of the significant things that a lot of people was sadly wasn't able to avoid. Some people don't
Yeah.
know until it's like stage 2 or 3 or worse. And so you had this dream and you're like, oh my God, I want to die. Like, I got to live, I got to freeze my eggs. Like, you're taking on a lot of more stress that's not healthy for you. You're taking
Yeah.
on stress to freeze your eggs, which is a smart choice because you never know how the chemo, which, well, you was going to have chemo, but the radiation, you don't know how it's going to affect you. And it's better to be safe than
Yeah.
sorry. You're going to get surgery done. So like, once again, better be safe than sorry. But it's like she's doing all of this in this 1 week as if it's going to make or break her living situation or her life. And like, even her talking about something, she's going to take double medication, like, so she can, that's going to be draining. Look at how it was draining you in this
Yeah.
vision. You had multiple pills on the table. This is not something that you can like take on and get on your
It's
daily
not something
life.
that you want to rush. Like
Yeah,
just
like
like let it. It's supposed to like let it do its job and let it like let like her body needs to heal.
hmm
Like
Yeah,
that's the
and, and
big
and and
thing.
she's not even thinking about school. She's only thinking about tennis. Like, you imagine taking double medication and then going to like a 3 to 4, like taking 12 credits a month. I mean,
Yeah.
per semester, and then also doing tennis. You're walking around, you're exercising, you're doing weights, you're studying, you're having exams to prepare for. You don't have that. You don't have that. Like, you cannot balance that as somebody who is trying to recover from cancer. That is
Yeah.
not something that like you're not even talking about the school aspect of this. You got to walk around campus. You got to study. You think that, oh well, so if you're going to basically seem like you're fine on campus to the coach, are you going to act like you're fine in front of the professors?
Yeah. I
Like,
mean,
you like that's something that you can't do. And I really hope the writers don't try to have this thing where, I know they're gonna probably want to do it, but they're probably gonna have this thing where like everything works out in Simone's favor and everybody that doubted her is wrong because she can take the double medication, she can do all this, and it will all work out. She'll be able to lie to the coach. Have Thea, who I'm even shocked about. Me, I appreciate Thea and Simone's friendship. I was actually
yeah.
shocked that Thea even told. I guess in this case,
I thought she was
you're a
gonna
real one.
tell
You're a real
the
one.
coach.
Yeah. She said, I'm gonna be a real one for this significance, but but everybody's already stressed out about it. Everybody's just trying to hold on to some support. But I'm like, bro, damn, not my life. Like, like, girl, it's only gonna be a matter of time before something happens and all hell breaks loose. And then next episode, you're going to be lying to your aunt. You didn't tell your aunt or your
See,
mom about the
that's the
cancer.
thing that made me mad too. She's not gonna tell her mom or her aunt. Like,
No.
bro, that makes no
She's
sense.
not gonna tell anybody. And I'm just like, you cannot handle this. Like, and then and then Amar's gonna be like coming around more, like maybe like, oh my God. And you're gonna have to lie.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm just
mm.
disappointed in everybody not saying, "Yo, Simone, you're gonna be fine."
Nobody, like everybody
Like
was just like,
you
okay, like
don't
even
need to
even
rush.
Keisha,
Besides
like
Nate, only
Keisha,
Nate.
yeah, only Nate, like even though Keisha definitely is showing that she's not agreeing with Simone's
Yeah,
choice, she talked to JR and then ended up being like okay with it somewhat. Like, I wish that if Keisha would have told Simone how she really felt, I feel like Simone had probably changed her decision faster than her just sitting here talking about something. Okay, everybody supporting me.
oh
Okay,
no, your
no,
thing
worry
froze.
about your. Oh, it froze.
Yeah, it froze.
Oh wow. Well, now we about to be done
Oh,
at that.
I know. Hold on, nice. There we
Oh
go.
yeah, okay. Oh wow. Yeah, like and then like imagine if like Keisha actually talked to her and then someone would be like, oh, like I didn't think about that. I'm sorry. Nobody knows that this shit is triggering her besides JR. Like this is
Yeah.
crazy work. Like y'all is sitting
That's the
here.
scenes that I did like between JR and Keisha. I like that he
Yeah.
can read her and all that stuff. But
He can read a lot of people. Like he really got that like
yeah,
reading
him
down.
and Lando really help a lot of people. I really like
Hmm.
that. And
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
Simone,
and
man.
yeah, let them become friends. Let them become friends. Everybody become friends.
Yeah.
Kumbaya. Even the hug, like yeah, we love to see it. Like there's just no way. Like you imagine if like Amara or Damon heard this shit, like oh Simone is hiding her
Yeah.
cancer.
I was even thinking if Jordan heard it, I would like if we could see Jordan's reaction. Like I think he would come. I think Jordan would come. I think he cares about Simone still. Not like that, but as a friend.
I
Spencer,
don't even think
Spencer,
I don't
Liv,
even think I don't yeah I don't
Layla. I think all of them. They were all friends.
Layla
They were all friends.
they're not friends no more, bro.
Yeah, they should be
That's
friends
that's
though.
that's your friend. That's be for real right now. And honestly, I think that's what's confusing right now. This fucking time jump because we only hit the 1 year 3 months, which is the beginning of season three.
Yeah.
But we didn't get the ending of season six. The ending of season six, which was like an extra like 10-month time jump. So like yeah, they're on different timelines. So no.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't even know if they're really friends. I don't even think Simone will keep contact. They don't even show that they're keeping contact.
They don't.
But like maybe like if she didn't tell her family, she'd dance her and telling Olivia and Spencer,
Yeah,
"Hey,
that's
I
true.
got cancer." She's not hitting them up with an email telling them, "Hey, I got cancer." I'm we ball like, nah, she's not
Yeah.
saying that. She wasn't even invited to the wedding. She ain't. She wasn't
That's
invited to the.
crazy,
Olivia ain't even invited
man.
her to the wedding. That's nuts. But
Bro, man, they could have, yo, I'll tell you, they could have had an iconic crossover if they would have had homecoming people
mm,
there. That would have been
only
fire. That would have been fire.
only Simone. We don't know. It may be Cam. I mean, but did Damon? I mean, this did Spencer even be cool
Spencer
with?
and they were okay. They were kind of like
Okay.
okay,
Oh yeah.
somewhat.
Then he can stay his ass. But like Simone, you had me stressed. Next episode, we're gonna be stressed, because Amara gonna be like, "What's happening, y'all?" Everybody gonna be like, "Nothing, nothing." But
Yeah,
episode 8, I'm excited for it.
I haven't seen anything.
It's gonna be a Christmas episode, so
Oh, okay, okay.
it's like
Dang.
fa la 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 la. Um,
Yeah, but I'm gonna need my Dia mentioned at some point in this next few episodes. Like, I need it.
you're not getting it, bro. They're barely even mentioning Damon. I doubt they're
I
gonna
know they really haven't
bumble.
mentioned them. Yeah, it's
They haven't
crazy.
mentioned him at all. It's nuts. Like at the episode 2, they were like, "What's going on?"
Yeah,
I'm like the other main character y'all had. Yeah,
that's wild.
y'all only gonna care about him when y'all bring him up randomly again. That's crazy word.
Yeah.
But justice for Dia. The Dia Warriors over here
Yeah,
sad.
yeah.
Justice for I don't know. How do y'all feel about Jara and Keisha? Do y'all think that Keisha she really feeling them down, or do you think it's more so that Kim was not really giving her the emotional support that she needs?
Yeah.
Let us know what y'all think about that. And do y'all think Gabby's going to be up and away? 'Cause I think she definitely is. I think she's going to be up and away. I think that's the only way that they can get JR and Gabby to break up is by having her
Oh,
go up and
yeah.
away.
Maybe she'll
Yeah.
be like, yeah, I gotta bounce.
Yeah,
Like,
cause like maybe JR is not going to do anything, and then Gabriel's like, I gotta go my own way,
yeah.
like Gabriella from High School Musical,
Yes.
and then JR's like, wow, like you're going to leave us like this, and she's like, yeah, I gotta go.
Yeah.
My career's
And
thriving.
then JR gonna be crying, then Keisha gonna
Yeah.
come, they gonna kiss. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, you
Then Kim gonna walk in, he gonna kill JR.
no way, no way. This is not you being messier than the show. Like what? Then Kim get arrested for murder. Like what's going on?
Imagine that.
Right, and then on the Princeton news, they really shut the university down.
And then they gotta defend him. Yeah, that'd be
Yeah,
crazy.
right. Then Nate over trying to be a president. She's not her cousin though. She's like, yo, listen,
Yeah.
like go ahead and get him out of that. And then got Keisha or something. My Buki JR, he would never like. Come on,
Yeah.
bro. That would have been. I would have had to really unsubscribe from the show. No shade. I would have been like,
Oh man, that'd be funny.
That's funny. Oh, you're actually sick. You're actually sick.
Nah, that would just be crazy.
You said,
That'd be
wow,
crazy.
I would be, he gonna start laughing as soon as they start, as soon as he walked through the door. before murderous and she's cracking up on my son. Wow, this is just crazy. This is wild. But yeah, let us know your opinions on this episode. What is y'all ratings? Like what do y'all want to see?
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm just here. I'm just floating with the season. Like
Yeah, I'm
I
really
don't
just going with the flow. Like, I'm
yeah,
not
I'm not
really.
having like I don't have like high expectations for anything. I feel like when you go into each episode with low expectations, you come out very satisfied, and that's what I've been getting satisfied with the last
Yeah.
3 to 4 episodes. So, um, let's keep going. Let's go here on the streak, please.
Yeah.
Don't fuck it up. After I feel like 3 A's are always strong, and then they get to three
Oh
B's, or
shoot, yeah.
like 3 A's are good, or like the A part be good, and then they get to like the B part, and then they start
Yeah.
losing that plot. Like
Yep.
let's not lose the plot with these 13 episodes.
Yeah.
Let's not lose the plot. So yeah. Until next time, y'all.
Peace.
Peace.